Hello friends, today I'm going to create basic BMI calculator app. In this video, you are going to learn building reusable components in Jetpack Compose. So we will be creating multiple components and I'll show you how you can reuse them throughout your app. Second is state hosting. In this app, you are going to learn how you can create and manage your state. And the third and last one, navigation component. So let's get started. First of all, create a new Jetpack Compose demo app. Click on New Project. Select Empty Compose Activity. Give your project a name, for example, BMI Demo App, and click on Finish. When you create a new Jetpack Compose app, it comes with some default code that we really don't need. For example, we have this greeting method. So let's remove this first from line number 22, and it is also called from line number 33. Now let's set up the themes and colors for our project. In this image, you can see we need some this blue dark color, gray, white, and pink color. So let's add those colors into our app. For this, expand this UI.theme package and go to this color.kt file. This file comes with some 4 default colors. We are not going to use those colors into our project, and let's add these 4 colors into the same file. Now, before making any change into our code base, let's run this code and see how it's looking now into emulator. So you can see we have our empty screen with white background and this purple status bar. While in our BMI calculator app, we need this dark blue color as background and also as the status bar color. So in simple words, the first thing which we need to change is the background and the status bar color of our app. For this, just open this theme.kt file. You can see we have this dark color palette and light color palette for both dark mode and light mode of the application. In both these palettes, we need to mention one more attribute called background and assign this as our blue dark color, which we recently added. The same attribute we also need into this light color palette. If I run the code again, you can see now our app's background color is in dark blue, but status bar is still in the purple color. So for this, the same dark blue color, actually we also need to add into this colors.xml file, which is there in resource folder inside values. Go to this colors.xml file and add one more color, name equals to dark blue, and hash, and copy the same hash code from here, and don't copy this O and X. Just paste this and open this theme.xml file. Here you can see we have this android.status bar color, and we have already mentioned purple underscore 700. Instead of this, we need to add this dark blue. If I run this code again, you can see now our status bar and background color both are same. In the next step, we need to add this toolbar containing the title BMI calculator. For creating toolbar, let's create a new separate package called components. For this, right click on UI, new, package, and give this name as components. Inside this component, let's create a new Kotlin file and give it a name as BMI toolbar. Inside this file, let's add another composable. So comp BMI toolbar. And if you want to create a toolbar in Jetpack Compose, actually we already have a predefined method called as top app bar. And this top app bar actually requires one title. So title equals to. One issue with this title is that it doesn't accept a string value. Instead, we have to provide another composable method, that is text. And inside text, we can provide BMI calculator text. One more thing, this composable need to be encapsulated inside curly braces. Along with this title, I also want some shadow below the toolbar, so we can provide elevation that will be of 8 dp. So our toolbar is ready. Just we need to create a home screen, and we can add this toolbar into that screen. For this, create another package in UI, name it as screens. Inside a screen, let's create a Kotlin file, name it as home screen. Home screen will also be a composable, so comp home screen. Inside this home screen, we need to call our BMI toolbar. So for this, we are actually going to use this scaffold component. The advantage of this scaffold is that it provides slots for both top app bar and bottom app bar. All we need to do is that just define a scaffold, and in top app bar attribute, we can assign our toolbar. So let's do that. Scaffold and top bar equals to BMI toolbar. Again, in the same way, we need to add curly braces. We have added our BMI toolbar to scaffold. Now the last thing we need to do is that we need to call this home screen from main activity inside this surface method. So let's add home screen. Now let's run this code. So you can see we have this BMI calculator toolbar, but the issue is that its background color is not same as its body color. So for this, actually go to this theme file. Here in this primary, we have defined purple 200. Instead, we need to mention blue dark, and for this light color palette also blue dark. If I run our code again, okay, our toolbar is ready. If you observe this screen carefully, you can see there are total 4 rows that are arranged in a vertical manner. So whenever we want to show views that are arranged vertically, we use columns in Jetpack Compose. So let's define a column. Inside this column, for now, let's keep 3 empty boxes and a button at the bottom. So these boxes will be just placeholder, and we will later implement those views. So let me add one box modifier. Actually, I need to give some height for this box. So let's define modifier dot bait, and for us bait will be 1f. In the same way, let me copy and paste to our boxes. If you check this, the height of first box is just half of the second box, and the height of third box and second box is almost same. So for the first box height, let me add 0.6 h weight. Finally, let's define a button at the bottom. So we would have define button. Uh, we will implement its on click listener later. So inside this button, we will have text, something like calculate, and its color will be white. If I run this code, so you can see we have this small button here. The first thing, we need our button background color as pink and its width as full width. So to increase its width, actually we can add one modifier. Modifier equals to modifier dot fill max width, and we can also add its height as 64.dp. Again, if I rephrase this code, so now width has been fixed, just we need to add background color. So for this, we have one more attribute called colors, and colors need button defaults dot button colors, and inside this button colors we can define actually background color. So background color equals to, and we can provide our pink color. If I run this code again, then you can see we have this calculate button at the bottom.